The other members, please come closer. Okay. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. Our Judge Chairman Harissa and our Dr. Lalit and Dr. Lin. Now I am represented by group number 5. These are my colleagues. Then our topics is correct planting techniques in the potato cultivation. I think this is the very important part of the potato cultivation. Why I am saying like that? If we get good start, we can success end. That's why I told like this. Then first of all, we want to prepare an activity plan and time planner. This is very important because of without plan we can't success. Then this is seasonal crops. Time management very important. Then first we are going to preparation land. Land means 4,000 feet. We want to select at least sea level about that 4,000 feet land. Then after that we want to identify quantity of the land. We are talking that 1 acres we got the sample. Then another one ventilation and sunlight. This is very important. We can take free of charge this. Then after we want to check whether last season this crops, Solanaceous family crops. If we did last time Solanaceous family crop, we can't use potato this season. Then second thing, we want to select land preparation. This is also very important. First, we want to test soil testing. Then soil it should be pH grade 0.5 to 6.5. Then normally after we want to use lime 2 tons per hectare before 2 weeks. Then after that we are going to do a plowing and tilling. We are selecting normally flat land. That's also we don't have manpower. And then we are going to select tractor, vehicles, machinery. Then we can reduce our time and energy. Then we are using manpower. Then after preparation the bread, we are going to add cattle manure. This is also very important. 10 ton we can use per 1 hectare. Then after it should be before planting 3 days. This is also very important. But our farmers they want to be very careful this type of day management. And after that we are going to use fertilizer, asset fertilizer. Normally 1 kg per hectare. Then urea, we need urea 55 kg. TSP, we want 270 kg. And other thing MOP, we are using 125 kg. This also we want to put into the soil before seeding 1 day. Then after we are going to seeding. That's also we are taking example 1 hectare we want 2 ton of seeds. Then consumer purpose we are using. Then that's seeds diameter normally 28.55 millimeters. If you are using for the seed purpose, this time we want to take 4 ton per 1 acre, 1 hectare. Then after that we are very important this spacing within the seeds. Normally, if you prepare a bed for consumer, at that time we want to give space line to line 6 centimeters, plant seed to seed 25 centimeters. If you are using for seed purpose, we want to spacing like 45 centimeters line to line, and seed to seed 15 centimeters. After we are covering all this seed with the soil, then water it. Then water it, then we did good system. This is normally our Sri Lankan Agriculture Department certified by this system. All of them use this system in Sri Lanka. Thank you very much for your listening.
It's really more technical. I think they were listening carefully yesterday. The whole session was technically offered to you. So, any opinions from participants? Jananga, you want to say something, no? Yes. Any opinions? Doctor, you can go ahead.
Okay, thank you very much for your studies. And I think also another factor for potato cultivation is drainage, hard water going out, and drainage of water. And because if heavy rain, the water cannot be captured in the hills, so it has to be well drainage system. And the other one is you are using cattle manure, but it has to be well fermented. Otherwise, it has a lot of gases. Some farmers using like a raw cattle manure, then it can damage the plant because a lot of gas is coming out. So it has to be well fermented. So it has to be aged for some time, and then you can apply the manure in there. Also, if not only cattle, also chicken manure is also good. So whatever available, you can use chicken and cattle's manure. And I think there has to be, before planting 3 days, it has to be a lot more, maybe, because 3 days before you put the cattle manure, if they are not well fermented, the problem, it gases. So when you spray it, so sometimes I found though yesterday the potato field, it seems like a lot of manure is not, still like in the clumps, you know what I mean? It has to be well distributed. Because what I mean, it has to be not clumps, not like dongs. So it has to be fermented, is well spread out. Okay, that's very important. Otherwise, if you chicken manure one side more there, then potato get damaged because the gas is coming out, so they cannot have a root development. So that's why a lot of time plant is very small. It looks like disease infected, but it's a lot of toxicity of manures that happens. In the field, I told you yesterday also, Korean farmer, they put too much fertilizers is also issue. Also, sometimes you don't wash the well with herbicide tank. So you have to separate. If you have the herbicide, the tank should be separate from the other fertilizer spraying tank. So this is very important. Even though you wash the well, herbicide still remain. So yesterday I saw the potato farm is damaged by the herbicide because of he used the same tank without washing well herbicide in previously, and then he put the fertilizer. So this is another issue. And the other one is bed type. And in Korea we have bed time for single hill for potato seed. But for the consumers, fresh potatoes, we try put the double layer, and so we can put more plantlet. And so per hectare, you can have more plant and more productions. And of course, you can have a narrowed spacing for seed productions. Of course, it's good. However, if we have like 15 centimeters, it seems like too narrow. That prevent from like air circulation, so they can have more disease susceptible conditions. But unless you grow not so big, if you stop the growth at 60 days and make them skin set, you harvest, for seed purpose, okay. But if you grow them 90, 100 days, they might be too narrow, in my opinion. And
What is the size standard?
yeah, depending on variety. Like Lapala, I found yesterday is big potato, it can space more. So give him for more rooms to grow. Otherwise, they have a tendency of only 4-5 tubers. So if you have narrow, no spacing. But another variety, if they have like tuber number like 9, 10, this okay. They can, but earlier variety like Lapala is space too narrow is big problem. So it has to be little wider, maybe more than 25 centimeters. I would recommend like 30, 35. Okay, so another one is watering type. And traditionally, you water from the channel. It's kind of like in the between hole. But if this it's good system. However, I would like to save the water like a drip irrigation system. So put them in the like drips or save the water and all in the plant. So if you have too much water in the between alleys, another issue, you cannot have a root so deep because water is there. So that's why I know you make a very big bed. But there's another issues for like labors, and so I'm thinking about changing some of the bedding type, irrigation type. That might be also give some changes in the innovation of the practice of potato. So we have to think another way whether we can change it at the farm level. So irrigation might be can change to some of like if it deep irrigation, then you only waters when they need it. So it's less high humid. So potato like scabs and bacterial wilt, this disease can be less survival in this kind of condition. So yeah, thank you very much for your studies.